Hello! Haha! I'm ready with the button today. Move over, thank you. And play. Don't know why I have to do that manually every time. Right, yes, hello! I've got toys. I've got many, many toys. I've got piles of toys. I've got piles. That's another matter though, but where's my image? I have a button. I'm going to press a button now. There's a button. I've got a pile of stuff. All sorts of stuff. I have no clue what's in there. But it's going to be good. Some of it. Some of it may not be. I have no idea. So, the job now is to sort through it all. See what I want to keep, see what I can pass on to other people, and see what can be recycled ethically. In other news, I've been shopping and I bought myself some apple juice. Pure apple juice. Although, between you and me, I think it's gone off. It feels a bit adult. So I've got a couple of boxes from that stack up here, ready to go through. One of them, I believe, is filled with laptops, which would be interesting. And I'm tempted to start with that box. Let's turn off this image again. There we go. Oh, this feels like a laptop. It's big and it's heavy and it's red. No idea what anything's going to be. So let's start digging. Let's move the apple juice out of the way. It's definitely a laptop. How many Dells do you think we'll have today? Ooh. We have a Sony Vaio. I like a Sony Vaio. Checked and tested in 2020. Got full specifications here. Ooh, it's got Vista on it apparently. 3 gig of RAM. Pentium T3400. Look at this. Apparently a T3400, which is it's basically the mobile version of the one that's in my Celeron computer. Not bad. 2.16 gigahertz, 2 cores. MIROM. PPGA 478. 64-bit. Very nice. Let's see what it has. This is the VGN NS20E. According to this little tiny label here. And it has a wireless switch, an SD card slot, various lights. Oh, is that a... It says a Pro Magic Gate. Being Sony, I'll bet that means it's a memory stick duo slot. How did I come across this hoard? Somebody on the recycling site posted that they wanted to get rid of it all. So I said, yes please, I'll come and collect it. On this side we have 2 USB and a DVD drive. I believe it's DVD. It doesn't say. On the back, power, Ethernet and modem. And on this side, 2 more USB, audio, VGA. Is that a little mini firewire there? Excellent. And a slot. I'm not familiar with this slot. It's too small to be PCMCIA. But that looks interesting. What does it say on here? S400. Is that the firewire? No? That might be the Firewire 400 S400. But it has a sort of an eye logo next to it. Compact flash. Oh, compact flash. It could be. It could be. Good idea. What am I looking for? Screwdriver. Let's have a look down inside. Meh. No, it goes far too deep for that. I don't know if you can see that, but that goes quite deep in there. And I think it's a bit narrow for compact flash. Express card, I don't know. Where are we? Mobile. Little focus. Come on, focus. Thank you. Let's have some light. What do you think? And does this logo relate to it here at all, do you think? I don't know. The model of this is I don't know if we'll be able to make it out with the zoom. No, don't turn round. Stupid program. There you go. VGN N. Is that a 5? No, NS20E. VGN NS20E. Express card 34. I don't know an express card. It's one I'm not familiar with. The battery, of course, is completely flat. But it does come with the power supply. Let's see what we can get it to do. We have lights on the front. We have VIO logo. Do we get BIOS? No. Maybe it's F2 for the BIOS on here? Yes, BIOS. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, right. Come on, wake up you. Thank you. And focus. So we have 3 gig of RAM, 320 gig hard drive. The date, of course, is wrong. And it has Vista on it. Good old Vista. We know Vista well now, don't we? We are intimately acquainted with Vista. Windows Vista Home Premium. I shall just do that for a moment, just in case there's anything on there. Though, from where this came from, I think it will be pretty much a clean install. Yep. Windows Vista. Don't know what this is in the middle here. Some splash screen. .4 experience. And in the device manager, a couple of devices not set up. That's fair enough. They look strange devices. The built-in graphics, that's all. Yes, we have FireWire. I thought that looked like a FireWire on the side there. We have a V92 soft modem. Wow. Realtek high definition audio. Yeah, not a bad laptop this. It appears to still be working pretty nicely for an old Pentium 4. I don't know what that was loaded there, but yes, this looks like a nice Vista era laptop. That's a good one. I'm so fed up of Core 2 Duo laptops. It's nice to have one that's not a Core 2 Duo. The Sony Vaio. Nice. That's a lovely bit of kit, that one. I'm happy with that. That's a good find, that one. I'll put this one back in its bag. It's a nice bright red bag. Feels like neoprene to me. So that's laptop number 1. What else have we got in this box of laptops? Because that one's being added to my collection. Whoa, this one's purple. What do you reckon this one is? It's very purple. Hey! We have our first Dell. A purple Dell. Boom, Dell. Yeah. Dell Inspiron with an Intel Celeron, Windows 7. Very glossy, very shiny. Nothing wrong with the Celeron Season B. We like a nice celery. Celeries are good at overclocking. But probably not in a laptop. A purple laptop, no less. This appears to have an extended battery on it for longer battery life. We have on the front a memory card blank, audio ports, SD card, but that's a blank SD card, not an actual SD card, just a port saver thing. On this side we have power and 2 USB and VGA and Ethernet. The back is dominated by its fat arse. And on this side we have DVD-RW and another USB. This one is an Inspiron 1545. The Inspiron 1545. And again, of course, the battery is completely flat on this one. I'm sure you did. Let's see if we can get this one to wake up. Let's see if it's going to be 2 for 2. Well, power is in. I don't see any LEDs anywhere. Nothing's lighting up. Oh, I've got light on the front. And we have boot. The classic Dell BIOS. We have BIOS version A14. Memory installed 3 GB, 800 MHz, dual channel, a 1 gig and a 2 gig DIMM. We have the Intel Celeron 900 at 2.2 GHz, 1 core, built-in Intel graphics, an IDT 92 HD71 audio controller, Dell wireless, and Bluetooth. The battery is completely empty. Battery health is low. System configuration. I'm not sure if we actually have a hard drive in this, do we? It says internal hard drive in the boot sequence, but that doesn't always mean anything. Let's reboot and see what we get. It probably was quite a budget machine with just a single core, 3 gig of RAM. It's very much a low end. No bootable device found. Internal hard disk drive not found. So we would need to add a hard drive to this one to get it working. Not a bad little laptop, I suppose, though. But yeah, its main selling point, I think, is it's purple. That's the main thing it has going for it. So we'd need to dig out a new hard drive for that one. I do like that it has an extended battery on it, which when it was new would have given it quite a good long battery life. But of course now that battery will be completely shot. Right, what's next? Ooh. We have an Acer. We have an Acer, people. I like junk in the trunk as long as it's technical junk. We have ourselves an Acer. A reasonably rugged looking Acer. How do we get into this Acer? Ah, there we go. Touchpad does not work, apparently. That's a shame. Ooh, AMD Turon 64 with Windows Vista and ATI graphics. This is the Acer Aspire 5100. Absolutely carrot house, yes. You can leave it on longer so it burns your junk more. I think it was it Dell that got sued for laptop settings burning somebody's junk once? I think it was Dell.
Yeah.
Hello, Cobb. Yeah, I think it was about, I can't remember how long ago it was now, but it was, I think it was a Dell laptop that overheated and caused somebody some rather painful third-degree burns in a certain area of their anatomy. I think Dell laptops then shouldn't be used on laps. Right, so what have we got here with this Acer Aspire 5100? It's got a very groovy rotatable camera. Goes through all of about 15 degrees. AMD Turon 64, Windows Vista, ATI Radeon Express 1100. Apparently a touchpad that doesn't work. Seems like quite a nicely built machine. DVD drive on one side. It's got a good bit of heft to it. This is the BL51 Aspire 5100. On the back we have is that modem or Ethernet? No, it must be Ethernet. Ethernet to USB, power and VGA. On this side we have one USB, a taped up USB, which probably means it's been pushed inside. Card reader and a PCIe slot on this one. The front has all sorts of switches and ports for audio. And some good looking speaker grills on there. Looks quite a nice looking system. Feels quite rugged. Like it would survive a kick around a field. I have hopefully the adapter. That one says Acer on it. So let's see if this one will wake up. No, this one is junkless in its trunkless. And power was on the back, wasn't it? That feels like it. I got a light on the front. Let's see if anything happens when I press the power button. Lights up. Acer. Please wait. AMD Turon 2 GHz. We have a Western Digital hard drive. A Machita DVD drive. The date is right. The time isn't, but the date is. That's good. 128 meg of memory assigned to video memory. So it looks like another 3 gig system. Is this what you're on about? It's the webcam, yes. It's telling you that you can turn it this way, but don't try and turn it that way or you'll break it. So this one does have a hard drive in it. Looks like it should boot. me like ferret cores. Is it going to boot? The hard drive light is on. Or I think that's the hard drive light. That might be the battery light, actually. Oh, Zorin. Zorin? What on earth is Zorin? My beverage of choice today. Oh, Zorin OS. Ah, it's running Linux. Ha ha ha! Nice. My beverage of choice today is apple juice. Just apple juice. But I think it might have been in the cupboard a bit too long because it's tasting a little bit funky. It has a password on it. I don't know what the password is. This is a family show. No, it's not cider. Honest. It's just apple juice. Just slightly old apple juice. That's gone a bit fizzy. No, I don't know what the password is for this. Unless it's on this piece of... No, that's the... Acer. It doesn't have the password written on its note here, just that it runs Zorin OS. So that's a candidate for changing. Nope, not password 1234. That can be restored to Windows Vista, I think, possibly. Or maybe I'll put something else on it, like Enlightenment OS or something. Sorry, Elementary OS. Something along those lines, perhaps. Yeah, but that works. Don't know what the root password is, if there is one. Login incorrect. Excellent, that's another working one. I'm not familiar with Zorin. So that's 3 for 3. Excellent. I don't... Well, I say I don't. I do now, but I didn't have an AMD laptop up until now. That's a nice one to add to my collection. And our last one . I've got things falling down. Is another Sony Vaio. If it would focus on it. Never buy Adele. Adele gets a bad rap. We have another Sony Vaio, the PCG7G1M. Sony Vaios are nicely built machines. one's got a bit of a rock to it. It's lacking its feet on the underside there, so it rocks as you press on it. So that would need new feet before it becomes properly usable. Oh, this one is designed for Windows XP. This is a Pentium M740 at 1.73 gigahertz. The stock memory is 512 megabytes. 8 gig hard drive. 802.11 BG wireless. 15.4 inch WXGA display. Intel Graphics Media Accelerator 900 and Windows XP Home Edition. This is the Intel Centrino. Remember the days of the Centrino? That's a nice keyboard. I like the colouring there. That feels really good and solid, that keyboard. I like that. I quite like that. It looks very different in real life. It may be that it's yellowed, but I don't know, it's so even that I think it's supposed to be like that. In real life, that looks an awful lot nicer than it does on the camera. It gives a nice bit of contrast between the colours of the keys and the surrounding. That looks a lot nicer in real life than it does on the camera, definitely. Well, Cobb, you're entitled to your own opinion, even if your own opinion is wrong. What ports have we got on here? We have a FireWire. We have a PCMCIA. We have Magic Gate. Oh, that'll be Memory Stick Duo. They liked putting their Memory Stick Duo everywhere. A ceramic white would have been nice. Yeah, it would have been nice too. 3 USBs, VGA, power, nothing on the back. On this side, DVD drive, Ethernet modem. On the front, audio, and I assume that's a Wi-Fi switch. Yep, Wi-Fi switch on the front. Yes, memory stick. Sony's answer to SD cards that never took off because it's Sony. And of course, Sony do Sony and don't let anybody else do Sony. Not without paying large fees. Right. Sony Vaio power supply. Let's see if this one springs to life. We have a flashing light on the front saying your battery's completely knackered, which I'm not surprised. Let's see if this works. Lights have come on. Oh, pretty. Right. We only have 2 gig of RAM in this one, which is 4 times as much as the label on the front says, which is nice. The date, of course, is all wrong. 80 gig hard drive. Play nice, children. Play nice. Nothing really in the BIOS here. Very few settings. In fact, the only settings really are the boot order, the date, and whether or not to show the silly VIO logo animation at power on. Oh, and passwords, and that's it.
I love it.
Let's see if it boots. Intel Phoenix Technologies. The BIOS is Phoenix. We apologise for the inconvenience, but Windows did not start successfully. Will you start anyway? It's thinking. Yep, something's happening. Slow. Very slow. I think it might want to defrag this one. This is incredibly slow. Oh, it jumped up. This is even slower than installing updates on Windows Vista. Ah, there we go. Windows XP. Still booting. Still booting. Hard drive light is just on solid. If that is the hard drive light. It keeps going off every now and then, so it must be. Oh, did I just hear something?
Wow, I'm really intrigued.
Yes, I did hear something.
The intrigue and all I took this morning.
I need to set up my other microphone. I had to dismantle it the other day to use elsewhere. Let's see if I can capture this. Are you hearing that? I think this computer might need a new hard drive. Not going to do it now, is it? I think that's a bit nadgered, that hard drive. What do you mean I don't want to anymore? Of course I want to do a dual stream with you. It's just we've got to find a time when we're both available and can spend the time to set it all up. No, this one needs a new hard drive desperately, which is perfectly doable. It's a good solid build again though, this. I do like Sony Vios. They're well built machines. Okay, we're done with laptops for now. I'm always paying attention. I see everything. Also in this box is a few other things. Just a couple of bonus items. A gigabit Ethernet PCMCIA. That's nice, having a gigabit one. It's by ST Lab. Cool. What's this? Tibco, the power of now. It's a little USB hub. It's quite a cute one. Little fold-away cable. Fine to just stash away in your laptop bag. That's just USB extension cable. Oh, the drivers to go with the Ethernet adapter. Excellent. I'll archive those. Those are definitely going on archived.org. And this, no, it's not a Microsoft. This is a Gembird optical. Just a cheapo generic optical mouse. Serial number 0001192. So they probably didn't make that many of them. Either they're all 00192. Oh, there is a Microsoft one actually. I didn't see that one. It has fallen over at the back. A classic dark Microsoft optical IntelliMouse. This one is the the Wheel Mouse Optical 1.1A, which is, I've got another one like this, except it's the light coloured version. That's going in my mouse collection. Excellent. can never have too many mice. I see everything. Except that. Right, that's that box empty. Here's another box. Oof. This apple juice is making me gurgle.
I love it.
Oh, you love the track, or you love the fact that I'm gurgling? Right, here we have hard drives. Hard drives are plenty. A 120 gig Hitachi SATA notebook drive. A Secrate desktop HDD 1 terabyte SATA. A 250 gig SATA Western Digital. A 320 SATA Western Digital. All been tested and wiped. A 500 gig Western Digital notebook SATA. These are all SATA, I believe. A Fujitsu 120. A Toshiba, this is a very thin one, a very slim hard drive this one, 500 gigabytes. I do like a very slim one there, yes. And here we have a Western Digital Black. 750 gigabytes. Again, SATA. And finally, a HGST 750 gigabytes. HGST. Who on earth is HGST? Come on, focus. Focus. Come on, down here, please. Thank you. I have never heard of HGST. But that's a 750 gigabyte. Little notebook drive. Excellent. That's a good little collection of drives there. Oh, is it? It's Hitachi. That's good to know. I'll put these back in the case here. And put these safe. I'll check those out later. Now I have a box full of stuff. All sorts of random things now. A collection of RAM. Let's get a bit closer on this one, shall we? This is 1 gigabyte PC2 6400. This is a 4 gigabyte DDR3 10600. And some strappy vests, yes. I do like my strappy vests. Not sure if this is what it says it is here. Two gigabyte PC3 10600. More 2 gigabyte PC3 10600. DDR2 800s, 2 gigabyte. This is 1 gigabyte DDR2 6400. 2 gig, is it? 2 gig DDR2. Yeah, 6400, 800 megahertz. And some more 2 gig DDR2 800s. Hey, lots of good DDR2 there. Anything I could use to upgrade the Vista machine? Not yet, no. But there might be more. Hey, couldn't go for 5 minutes without one of these, could we? Modem, anybody? Classic soft modem. Oh, this is an Intel one. Wow, a posh one. Here's one. It's not a Radeon HD 5450. That has been scribbled out. Hello, Mock Helix. In here, we have a graphics card, an MSI graphics card, with a very funky cooler on it. This one is... I'm not sure what model this is, but it is very funky. I'm not seeing any model numbers on here, but then they so rarely put model numbers on graphics cards. I don't know why. For that, I could go into the Vista machine. Hey, Cobb's winning. Cobb's winning the leaderboard. I think this can go into the Vista machine. It's be ideal for that. It's an MSI motherboard in there. It's only right that it has an MSI graphics card to go with it. It's DVI, VGA and S-Video by the looks of things. But look at that funky heatsink on there. That is definitely going in the Vista machine. Wireless optical mini notebook mouse including charging cradle. Possibly. We shall see if it is. Or if it's just the charging cradle. There's the charging cradle. And there's the mouse. And there's the receiver for it as well. Haha. Oh, that's cute. That's a really sweet little mouse. It's got that sort of rubbery coating to it, which feels like it's on the verge of turning into tar. The whole thing's got the coating, even the cradle. Even the receiver is on the verge of turning into tar. It is a happy little mouse, and at least it is until its skin dissolves into mush. And then it'll be a very sad little mouse. It's starting to get that sticky feel to it that all soft-coated devices get with time. It even looks like it's got a USB port in the back there. So it can also be used as a pass-through, I suppose. Or you can just keep the controller in the back of it, the receiver. Since the cradle is... Well, I suppose I was going to say, since the cradle is USB powered, why didn't they just incorporate the receiver in with the cradle? But then, no, it's designed for a laptop, so you really want to have a much smaller device for the receiver, don't you? But on the scale of things, this is a huge receiver. Look at the size of that thing compared to what you get these days. That's lovely. I like that. I'll pop that away. I did say it was random, this stuff. Drives. CD drives from laptops. A Sony. DVD-ROM. This one is... no idea who this is by. It's made in the Philippines. Another DVD. DVD rewritable. Oh, we have an external one. Duronic. DVD RW. USB. Possibly requires a power supply. It's got a socket for power supply. All this came from a nice donation. And finally in here we have... oh, hey, that's nice. It's a USB card reader combined with a USB hub. All with a USB Mini B connector. And a 5-volt power supply for if you wanted a powered hub. A Tevion USB 2 USB hub combo. We've got compact flash, we've got memory stick Pro, SD, and whatever that one is there. I don't know that card. I think that's for like a credit card sized SIM card or something. Cool. That's nice. Next one. This has come from China originally by the looks of things. What we have here, postcards. Haha. Never been opened, has it? We have a postcard. I like postcards. Postcards are very useful. And a big sticker over the chips. We've got all the power supply lights, important signals, and a single display. It's a patented product. Trust ensure. Good old Chinese gibberish. PCI and ISA. Very nice. That's just cables, that. And another postcard. This is an interesting one. Chinese again, of course. PCI and ISA. We have 3 volt, 12 volt, minus 12 volt, clock and reset LEDs. That one is Pelusi. It's got stuck on there. That's an extra sticker. So this one's got 3 dual digit displays. A USB-A connector. No idea what that's for. And a 25-pin D connector. Again, no idea what that would be for. It's got a check button as well. I don't know what the check button would do. Okay. This is the KLP-I6A. If anybody can find anything more on it. Although I may have a manual here for it. I've got 2 identical manuals. I don't know which they are for. It doesn't look like it's for either of these. Or not for the... Got lots of different models in here. And none of them have a 25-pin D connector. None of them have 3 dual-digit displays. And this is identical. 25-pin could be for an external display, perhaps. But I have no idea. It might even be a serial port or something that logs the postcodes out through it as they change, perhaps. And this is just a USB A to A cable, which I assume goes with this one. Maybe it'll give you a virtual UART over USB whilst debugging. That would be really interesting if it does. No, it's just some generic Chinese make. It's unlikely you'd find anything. I'm going to have to experiment with this one, see what it does. See if it gives me a USB interface. Yeah, they're really groovy. I always like a good postcard. What have we got next? Whoa. This is an interesting one. It's a wireless device with Ethernet, 2 USB ports by Belkin, and it is the wireless USB print server. Turns, I won't say any USB printer into a wireless printer, but a lot of USB printers into wireless printer. Hey, postcard from Skegness. Can't beat it. So yes, if you've got a USB printer that you want to connect onto your network, what better way than with a Belkin wireless USB print server? Yeah. It might even be hackable to install Linux. It has all the cables and everything with it, which is nice. Oh, of course it's wall mountable. All the best things are wall mountable. Another mouse. This one's still sealed in its original bag. Standard USB. A Dell laser mouse. We have a Dell mouse. Hey, celebrate the Dell. Never been opened. A virgin Dell mouse. That can go in my mouse collection. No, don't throw it out. What do you think of this? Yeah, but you can't be cruel to a mouse, even if it is a Dell. USB hub? No. 6-port USB car charger. Charge 6 devices at once. Off your car. Well, hey. Charge 6 devices very slowly. Off your car. Okay. I can't see much use for that these days, since the cars have all got USB built in these days. Oops. More memory. We have more memory. This looks older. No shortage of memory. 256 meg DDR. 2 of. Excellent. PC 133, 256 meg. Gurgling again. 256 meg. 100 megahertz. PC 100. 256 meg DDR 400. This is more like the kind of stuff I need. 256 meg DDR 400. More 256 megs. I think they're all 256 megs, these. No. Is that 128 megabytes? PC 133. This is good stuff. 256 meg, DDR 400. 256 meg DDR 333. Brilliant. I'm somewhat lacking in DDR memory. Plenty of DDR2 and 3, but very little DDR. Yeah, I could really do with some more fast, some 72-pin fast page memory. Then I can upgrade my 486. We got another bag of memory. I need my glasses on, other glasses on for these. Yeah, last time I got some, I ordered it from Germany of all places. 256 meg PC2 4200, quite slow. 512 meg DDR2. Very low profile 1 gig DDR2s. 512 meg PC3200 to DDR2. 512 meg PC133. And still it comes out. Whoa, Corsair. DDR2 Extreme Performance. Oh, look at this gaming memory. Oh, DDR2 gaming memory. Love it. This is a 1 gig 800 megahertz. There's another one to go with it. My memory is very volatile. A couple of empty boxes there. Four gig DDR3. Oh, nice. 1333. Excellent. And a little bag of loose DIMMs. 4 gig PC3 10600. 4 gig PC3 10600. 1 gig DDR400. 1 gig DDR400. 4 gig PC3 10600. I might be able to upgrade one of my workstations with this. 4 gig DDR3. 4 gig DDR3 10600s. Lots of those, that's good. 2 gig 10600. That's some nice memory there. Oh, that's handy. A 3.5-inch floppy disk box. One of those ones that opens out. Excellent. That's a nice little floppy disk box. Shame there's no floppy disks in it. I can fill that up easily. Another box of RAM. We've got lots of memory here. This looks like laptop memory. 2 gig DDR667 SODIMM. Absolutely. Good for displaying your floppies. 512 meg PC2 SODIMMs. .512 meg DDR2 SODIMMs. .1 gig DDR2s. 512 DDR2. 256 meg PC 4200. I'm overflowing with memory now. 512 meg DDR 5300 PC2. .512 meg PC2 again. And a couple of loose ones in bags. Sealed in bags. Brand new, never been opened. These are DDR 333s. And I can't see the size. They're crucial. 512 meg. pair of 512 megabyte Crucial DDR 333s. The boss is calling. Fire the boss. Well, while you're gone, I'll have a look through this bag of cables. It looks like a mixture of USB, Ethernet, VGA. Ooh, what's that? Oh. Tablet or phone styluses, cheap Chinese rubber end things. How cute. Ah. That's one I've never seen before. I have here a DVI to VGA cable, which is nothing out of the ordinary really. Except the DVI connector is a right angle. That's funky. I've never seen a right angle DVI connector like that before. Good for if you're in a confined space and you want to go to VGA. That is a really groovy cable. I like that. The rest of this bag is just ordinary VGA, DVI, USB stuff that can just go in my ordinary box of cables. Oh, we've got some fancy memory again here. PC 3500, 512 meg. But look at these. How's that for fancy memory? Oh, but that was absolute cutting edge in its day. This is OCZ technology. Oh, it's got some heft to it. That's really heavy heatsink on that. PC 3500 512 meg dual channel gold edition. Nice. Cutting edge in its day. Anybody want a few USB wall warts? Just a few there. Mostly Samsung. They can go in my box of power supplies. A PCI card. Ah, the 8139. Realtek network card. 10100, I think. Maybe even a gigabit, that one, was it? The 8139? I can't remember. Just one LED on it for activity. So that can go in my box of Ethernet cards. Here's something you don't see every day. I've just noticed a cable in front of the camera. There we go. I thought it probably was, yes. A SCSI terminator. You don't see those every day. Nothing else SCSI in here at all. Just a terminator. I think this Terminator must have terminated all the other SCSI items. Another bag of random items here. A set of cheap earbud things. They're rubbish. Oh, I remember Eddie Max. We installed so many Eddie Max cards. A UK to European travel adapter. Micro USB cable. Another micro USB cable. And another USB wall wart. That's a bag of rubbish, I think, that one mainly. What's this one? Logitech speakers. I'm going to have to zoom out, I think. Got far too much on my desk now. Look at that lot. A mound of wonderful technology. And to top it all off, a pair of powered Logitech computer speakers. For when you just want your computer to make noise and not do anything special. Quite useful for testing a computer out or something. Comes with the power supply, which is nice. Since it's 7.5 volts, that's an awkward voltage. Although the DC in on the back says 10 volts. Oh, I don't have a cable drawer. I have multiple cable boxes. Cable crates, in fact. Look at the ports on those. Oh, yeah. Look deep in that port. Oh. You're sick. Another Dell mouse, unopened. Did anybody ever open the Dell mice? I don't think they ever got used, did they? A few more cables, a firewire, HDMI. An ultra cool multifunction driver rack. Do you want a multifunction driver rack? A rack to keep your drivers in. Oh. Can be set for following products. For 1 hard drive and 1 to 6 pieces of 40mm fan. For 1 or 2 pieces of 80mm fan. For 3.5-inch floppy drive. A plastic frame. To fit your floppy drive or whatever into your 5.25-inch. With a front piece. Useful. Useful for mounting a Gotek or an SD card adapter. No dull Dells, please. Maybe I should start a Dell sanctuary. Take in all the unwanted Dells and give them a place to live out their remaining years. I have a USB hub here. A retractable USB hub. I think Pelusi must have been the name of the owner of these. It's got Pelusi all over everything. But yes, we have a retractable USB hub, like a little extension cable. A rehabilitation centre for Dells. The USB 2 4-port hub, ideal to stick in your bag, in your laptop bag. Running out of things in there now. Oh, hello. Here's an interesting-ish one. We have our first webcam. A Logitech. Which model is this? It's a HD 720p. Still got some of the peel on it. That's never been peeled off. Had very little usage, I would think. A 720p Logitech webcam. Excellent. Who did I... Hello, Link 4 Hunter. No, I didn't raid anybody. This is all a big donation from somebody that was clearing out their cellar and garage. This is just one of the many boxes that I've got. What's this? Oh, a Huawei E156G. Completely useless now. But it's a mobile 3 internet dongle. 3G, I think. Maybe LTE, actually. A lot of places are turning off their 3G now. So I've got a box with a load of those sort of things in. We have a PS2 mouse. A Qtronics. A ball mouse, no less. That's a good one to put into my mouse collection. I do like a nice ball mouse. Sit here fondling its balls all day. All the pins are still there on the PS2, that's good. Excellent. That is a good haul there. I have an anonymous white paper wrapped package here that feels very much like it's more laptop memory. Yep. Ooh. Oh wow. 8GB PC4 DDR4 8 gig. 2 of them. 3 of them. 4 of them. 5 of them. Is this all DDR4 8 gigs? Wrapped in toilet paper. It looks like it. Looks like somebody's done a bulk upgrade of laptops. And this is the memory that was taken out of them. Loads and loads and loads of DDR4 8 gig SODIMMs. I might be able to upgrade one of my laptops with this. 1 memory stick. Ha ha ha. 2 memory stick. Ha ha ha. 3 memory stick. Ha ha ha. 4 memory stick. Ha ha ha. 28 memory stick. No! Yep, this is all 8 gig. DDR4 SODIMMs. A whole stack of them. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 30. 476 memory stick. Arg! 38 gigabyte DDR4 SODIMMs. I'm flabbergasted. My gast has never been so flabbered. That's awesome. I've got absolutely no use for them at the moment, but that's awesome. My main laptop is a Lenovo, and it's got 20 gigabytes in at the moment. It's supposed to not be able to take any more than 16, but it runs quite happily with 20. It's got a 16 and a 4 in there at the moment. I'm wondering if I can replace that 4 with an 8 and get it up to 24 gigabytes in my laptop. That would be nice. That would be very nice. 240 gigabytes. Just imagine if I could create a device that took all of these SODIMMs and exposed it as a NVMe or a SATA hard drive, as a RAM disk, a massive RAM disk. I would want one of those. 240 gigabytes of RAM disk. That would speed up my ZFS NAS a hell of a lot. Using it as a cache drive on the ZFS pool. That would speed things up no end. 240 gig. That would be... I can't stop burping now. This pesky apple juice. That would be rather interesting. Oh, what do we got here? We have what looks to be a TP-Link wireless range extender. Little access point thing. Could be useful. I've never found... Well, there was one that was designed and made once, but it never really took off and disappeared. But I've never seen one that's like it. Ever. And it's something that would really, really improve ZFS performance. So why they don't make these things, I don't know. It's a massive disk cache. It would be phenomenal. But no, you can't get that sort of thing. Or I've never found anything. If you find anything, I'm interested. Only one thing left in here now. And that is a... Oh, what am I doing? There. A wireless PC lock. I've come across these before. They're rubbish. The idea is you plug this into your computer and you attach, or you put the other part of it in your pocket. Hello, Silicon UV. Nice to have somebody joining the madhouse. The idea is, you plug this into your computer, put the other part of it into your pocket or on your keychain or whatever, and when you get up and walk away from your computer, it locks it for you automatically. Of course, if you've got anything newer than Windows XP, it doesn't work. Looks like this one's never been used. They were rubbish. They never worked properly. But I think that's pretty much everything out of this box now. A few bits of rubbish in here, like, well, I say rubbish. An IDE cable, a couple of drive mounting brackets and plates and things. A couple of cables, that's a pair of cheap, well, I say cheap, actually Sony earbuds. Nobody wants wired earbuds anymore. Another IDE cable. And an ADSL microfilter. I mean, they're completely useless now. Nobody has ADSL anymore. We will have fibre. So yeah, that's it out of that box. Now I need to try and find somewhere to put all this lot. I'm going to start by getting my memory box down, I think. Fibre internet, what future is this? All right, Cobb. Good to have you here. I'll see you next time. I might have to invest in a bigger memory box, actually. Let me just rearrange my memory box a bit. I think I need to get one of those fancy anti-static memory trays to keep all this memory in. Of course, all these fancy big boxes for the memory don't fit in my memory box, do they? I'm going to take it all out of these little boxes and stack it up in my memory box properly. I say properly. Probably compromising the security of this memory. But I could certainly do with a memory tray to put it all in, I think. So this is only a temporary storage solution. Far too much memory. I need a cataloguing system now for my memory, so I can remember what memory I've got. And Carrot House is back, hooray. We can stop talking about him now. You missed Cobb perving over a set of ports. And you missed the mother load. The mother load 30 8GB DDR4 SODIMMs. 240 gigabytes of RAM. Somebody's been doing some laptop upgrading. Holy bejingles. So shocked you had to make up a new word to encompass it, absolutely. I'm going to at some point see if I can upgrade my main laptop from 20 to 24 gigabytes. Which would be impressive since it can't take any more than 16 apparently according to the manual. But already it's over that limit. Oh, and you missed a second Dell mouse. They're breeding. Yes, Cobb had to go early, I'm afraid. The only PCI card I've found so far is a Realtek network card. They're 10 a penny, those. Dime a dozen, yeah. Dime a dozen, 10 a penny. We're decimal here, though. Ah, RAM slide. Look at that lot. And that's just the first layer. This is not finishing Quake 2. No, this is far more interesting than finishing Quake 2. I definitely need a proper tray for all this RAM. Or multiple trays, I think, now. I know you want me to play Unreal. Unreal will come one day. Be patient. More RAM. I've got far too much RAM now. You can just buy those trays. They're on eBay. I've just got to get around to getting some one day. Ah, there's the other one of those. Right, I think that's my RAM box filled up. Oh, I've got those two to go. That unopened. Oh, there's quite some weight to that RAM box now. Oh, I must put my EEPROMs back in. And my SRAM. And my flash chips. And my memory box is full to overflowing. Memory. Yes, probably. Or DDR trays or RAM anti-static tray. Yeah, they're only sort of £8 on eBay, so they're nothing really. For a new DIMM DDR, DDR2, DDR3 RAM memory anti-static box 50 times memory storage tray holder. More than 10 available. From China, probably. Buy a pack of 20 of them for 66 quid. 50 of them for 257. Yeah, and sodium ones 50 time for £6. So they're easily available on eBay. I just got to get round to buying some. Right, now what am I going to do with the rest of all this junk? I've got empty bags and boxes coming out my wazoo. Got some free storage containers out of it though, which is good. I've got no chance of that. No chance whatsoever. I'm not going to bed tonight. Starting to make a bit of sense of it, though nowhere near enough. I just found another pair of cheap rubbish earphones. I've got more boxes, and there is probably video. Oh, I know there are more video cards around. But I've got to make it last, like presents at Christmas. Can't just open them all at once. I've got to make it last until at least dinner time. Hard drives are all going away in my hard drive drawer. That's one empty box. I need some laptop bags. I've got far too many laptops now. You've scared everyone off. Oh no, my earphones are going low. Where's the... I have no idea where the container for them is now. Buried under this lot. One moment. Found it. That one wants to go on charge. The other one seems to be okay for the moment. Have you scared everyone off? How many viewers have we got at the moment? Where are we? Where's Twitch gone? 4 viewers. Yes, you've scared everybody off. Come back, everybody. Come back. We miss you all. Let me just sort through this bag of cables and put them straight in the cupboard, I think. That's those stored away where they should be. What else can I dispose of? Let's take this Dell out of its envelope. It doesn't need to be in there. I've now got a crate of laptops. I can do proper in-depth looks of these laptops at some point. Oh god, that weighs a ton. Two Sony Vios, a Dell, and an Acer, and I can barely lift it. Oh, give myself a hernia with that. Right, my mouse box. My little mouse box. Let's start filling it with Dell mice and Qtronics and Microsoft. I think I should keep these two Dell mice apart. I don't want them actually breeding in the box. Two is enough. I don't want any small baby Dell mice springing out. You know what mice are like. Put two of them together, before you know it, you've got 5,000. I'm going to need a bigger mouse box, aren't I? Mouse box is almost overflowing. I'm not a mouse collector, honest. Right, what else have we got here? This 3 internet dongle, I don't think I need that. That'll stop working. And it's locked to 3 anyway. That's USB. That can go into USB devices. That's video. That I'll leave out for now. That's USB. And that's USB. They all go in the cupboard. I can almost see the desk again. These all go into my miscellaneous PC components boxes. Except that MSI video card that I want to try out. Of course. Nobody else would want it. Oh, I need another 4 floppy disks to fill my new floppy disk box. Don't worry, it's not something you would have to worry about at all. That's going to make my disks more secure. It's a beautiful holder. It's by Fellows, no less. I love it. I think that's the best thing out of this whole box, is the floppy disk holder. I could play with it for hours. Enough of that. If I keep playing with it, it'll fall off. Just like the lid did. I do remember the mouse holders on the side of CRTs. Tablet styluses, anybody? I've now got plenty. But they only last about a week, if that, before the rubber tips drop off and shred. So I'll soon go through them. Starting to make a bit of sense out of this. Let's try out the webcam, shall we? The Logitech 720. Let me just go into studio mode a sec. And we'll go there and there and... Does it come up? There it is. And out of studio mode, and I press that button, and there's the Logitech 720p webcam. That's not a bad image, really, is it? It's another webcam to add to my arsenal anyway. Which is on top of my floppy disk box. There's a new angle on life. The camera's okay. The image isn't. Yeah, absolutely. The image is terrible. Yes, the content is. I can't do anything about the content, I'm afraid. The problem is, the better the camera gets, the worse the content gets. It reminds me of. I think it was an episode of Family Guy, I think it was, where they get a high-def television for the first time, and they see that the newsreader is a wrinkly old hag. Where are we? Back to there. There we go. So now I need to decide where that camera can live. My mobile phone is starting to run out of juice. Battery is empty. That's going to shut down. We don't need that anymore now anyway. Friends? I don't have friends. I have acquaintances. We're still acquaintances, if that's what you're asking, yes. I have two groups. Where are we there? Two groups. People that I know, and people that know me, and the two don't meet. These are just two USB cables. They can go straight into the cupboard. You're Canadian, you don't feel. Canadians are numb. It's from the cold weather. I do need a bigger storage area urgently. I think I'm going to have to move some of my computers into the garage. Except the garage at the moment is full of a big pile of junk. Well, I say junk, I mean unsorted technology. Right, CD-ROM drives. They go in this drawer down here. My drawer of drives. My drive drawer. Oh, I've just found some more memory. Oh, it's empty boxes, that's okay. I'm suspecting this drive tray might actually be out of the laptop that has no hard drive, so I'm not going to get rid of that at all, just in case. Or maybe that one is. That's a possibility. Right, things for my random components box. I think that's just these ones. There we go. Everything has its place. Car stays outside, tech stays inside. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have that option. We've got two cars. My car stays outside. The other car stays inside. My car gets driven everywhere. The other car barely moves. And that leaves hardly any room for tech. But one day I will move into the garage permanently. I will take over. Turn it into a proper studio / workshop / dumping ground. One thing I do want to do is quickly archive this driver CD. And then I can put it away. I'll just do an ISO image of it. I won't do anything fancy with Aru or anything. How do we do this? Oh, it's being stupid, isn't it, this program? For some reason, K3B doesn't give me a menu anymore. It's assuming a global menu, but there isn't a global menu. It's being stupid, but only on this computer. I'm tempted actually to reformat this computer and reinstall Arch from scratch, just so that I can get a completely clean install again. But that would be a big job. It's my main workstation. Let me just see if I can create another bar. Add widgets. I want the global come back. Just because I went off the side of the screen. Add widgets. Global menu. I'll dump it in the middle of the screen there, that'll do. Okay, K3B. Why do you not give me a menu? Okay, I've got a global menu now floating around on my desktop. That's the great thing with KDE. You can do these things any way you fancy. If you want a menu, have a menu. Tools. Copy medium. Create image. Only create image. Start. Reading. $696 megabytes just for the driver for an Ethernet card. What's on this disk? . Everyone say hello to Not Adele. Nottadell's red MSI motherboard is being upgraded with an MSI red video card. This case is horrible. It's got one of those silly back plane plate cover things, but it's got no screw holes going through it, so you can't actually put this on at the same time as having any cards in there that are screwed in anyway. And the holes don't even line up for the screws. And I think the whole case is made out of tin foil. No, I think this isn't the Wild West of case designs. This is worse. This is the Wild East. Actually, I wonder if I can find a flat-headed screw for this. No, I don't think I can. Got one. Hopefully this will fit and allow the top bit to go on the case. I wonder what that sound was then in my ear. It's the heartbound thing, isn't it? I'm not sure this can fit. The alignment of the holes is so far out that I don't think it could ever actually have a screw in it. Right, I've got the screw in. Now I see if I can get the card in around the screw. Oh, force it in, it might work. There. And then try and get the screw to then screw down. That is so tight now. Terrible case design, this. And then it's got silly, like, twist tabs on it as well, which are completely and utterly pointless. Why you'd have those, I don't know. What a terrible, terrible design. Let's bend that out so that it fits now. And of course that doesn't go right down now because of the screw in the way. But at least it has a slot rather than a hole to screw it with. Ugh, horrible case design. Hate these kind of things. Well, it's kind of on there, it'll do. I bet the card doesn't work after all this. No idea which card is going to initialize when I power this up. I'm going to hope that it's the new one. Where's my power cable gone? If it was Dell, it would be better built, it has to be said, yes. But you have to ask yourself, how can they build a computer where the case is such high quality and yet have the price so low? Where have they cut the corners? It's not in the case, that's for certain. Right, will this power up? Remembering this is overclocked. It's powering up. Will it boot? Yay, we have video. Volume manufacturer contracts and cheaper components like memory and things like that, using the lower speed of memory rather than the faster speed. Things like that, cutting to the cheaper components, the cheaper tier of components. Still booting. Oh, look, updates. Oh, updates, how I have missed you. These are the updates that I finished doing last night. I haven't booted it since. But the graphics card obviously works. Don't know what it is yet. Probably an AMD Radeon of some form. some sound. Good old spinning rust. What was that? That was the sound of the hard drive. Clattering away. Spinning rust, spinning as only rust can spin. Whilst updates are happening. And the heads fly from end to end as fast as they can. I think I need to put a bit in my background music that stops it playing the same track twice in a row. And we have adverts. It's still on 0%. God. It's going to take forever to boot this thing, isn't it? Now it's doing nothing. Oh, I hear something. Hard drive's going again. It's being slower than slow. Oh, it's off again. Hard drive's clattering. I'm just going to have a quick look at some pictures of vintage MSI graphics cards, see if I can find this one. Unlikely. They made so many. I'm going to assume it's a Radion. See if that narrows it down. Oh, something's happening. Or is that just the screensaver kicking in? No, it's rebooting. And we're getting onto stage 2 now. I am tempted to put an SSD in this. Stage 3? What happened to stage 2? We skipped straight over stage 2, did we? Oh, just jumped over 69. I'd like to see you try and activate. Let's turn this rubbish off. I never want to see it again. Windows needs to install driver software for your video controller. Like that's going to work. Locate and install. Not a chance. Searching Windows Update. You might find something on Legacy Update. Unlikely though. See if it'll tell me what it is. Standard VGA compatible device. Okay, it's a 100271C7. Answers on a postcard, please. The Radeon X1650 Pro. RV535. Can we find drivers? Can we find drivers that aren't on some dodgy driver installing their special software strange site? Possibly. Yes, but that is huge, and I'm not sure that even works on Vista, does it? I can try it. Can't remember where it is now. Snappy, that's it, isn't it? Radeon X1650. Good old Snappy. I'd forgotten about Snappy. Because it doesn't need to have any access. And I never trust anything. Never trust anything. This is the offline version. It doesn't need to have any access to anywhere. No, firewall is for access to anything outside of the system. Or for anything outside of the system to get into you. Yeah, this is currently a 100 megabit network. I'm waiting for my new gigabit switch to arrive to upgrade my vintage computer network up to gigabit. Plus the hard drive is crashing around the place at the moment as it installs more updates, I believe. Yes, thank you very much for reminding me of Snappy. I always forget I've got Snappy on my NAS. Sat there waiting to just hand me all the drivers I ever need. Yes, it requires a specific extension to the driver installation subsystem or something, doesn't it? Which is 2K and up. I tried using it on a 98 and it said no chance whatsoever. %. Once all the updates are finally finished, I might defrag this drive. Then we might get some speed out of it. $33. Is there anything more I can find a home for here? Or is this mostly destined for the bin now, this lot, I think? That's all packaging, I think. That would be very nice if there's an offline version for 98. The misc bin where everything goes to die. No, that was the empty cardboard box full of memory containers, which is destined for the recycling. %. Getting there. I can put the lid back on this case now, can't I? Well, I say lid. Side. It's only lid while it's lying down here. That is my thinking exactly, Carrot House. This should make quite a nice little vintage gaming machine. I'm tempted to upgrade the sound card as well. But not today. %. The The hard drive seems to have calmed down a bit now anyway. Oh look, it wants me to install updates when I shut down. What a surprise! More updates. I have a number of creative cards lying around in my box of miscellaneous cards. I might put my Order G2 in it, possibly. $62. That's better. I've got stereo sound again now. $66, 2/3 of the way through. Let's see what happens if we try and activate Windows Online. I need a product key. I wonder what happens if I try and find one. I doubt very much that it'll work. Have I got one in my database? Come on, database. My database doesn't want to open. Let's see what we've got. Windows Vista Ultimate product key. Let's just pick a random one off this list. Appears to be a default product key. Ah, okay. Never seen that message before. Try the next one. Nope. This website's lying to me. I can't be bothered to activate. Too much like hard work. 99% done. It didn't ask for a key while installing. That's why it wants to activate. I'm sure there's a crack I can install. I don't recall it asking at all. Not for the Vista. For the Windows 7 one, I think it did. Oh, the Windows 7 one I've got already activated. I do remember having to enter a key at some point recently. But I can't... Windows ME. It was for the Windows ME. That's what we did it on. On the AMD system. That was on the Windows ME installation the other day. That's where we needed to find a key and enter it during installation. But Windows Vista did not ask. I have all the memory in the world now, remember? My memory has increased 100 times, 100-fold. Yes, it would be nice to have a bigger cache. We have graphics drivers installed. Ultra high resolution. Look at that. Full HD. Installing drivers for something. Let's see if I find a different list of keys that might work. There's a list. It's changed my resolution. Right. Where are we? Operating systems, Windows, Vista. Oh, stupid Windows. Edit that. No, that didn't work. Okay, converted. pile across. Yes. That's better. Of course, I can't see what it says. Let's try. Oh. Go away, you. Where do I go to activate now? I can't remember. No, I can't see what I'm doing here at all. Need a lower resolution. That's better. Change product key. That's what we want to do, isn't it? Get rid of that a moment. Change product key. Let's try this one here. It's thinking. Ooh, activating Windows. Activation error occurred. Of course. So, what do we... Contact them by phone, but this isn't a legitimate key. All it does is bring up a help page saying, go online. I think a crack will be needed. But that's a task for another day. At least now we've got decent graphics drivers installed and a good graphics card. We're going to have to run 3D Mark on it, aren't we? But not today, because it's time to install some more updates. Only one. Only one. I am flabbergasted it's only one. I'm sure there must be an activation crack available somewhere. But for now, I'm going to install these updates and go and check out this box of rubbish and see if I can find my bed again. Elevation. This is a good one, yes. They're all good. I find it hard to choose the best. They're all very good songs. Right. Only one update, Mock Helix, yes. It's surprising, I know. Carrot House bot standing by. Good, good, good. I like the Carrot House bot. Right, well, I think I've had enough today. It's 10:15 at night. I've run out of bubbly apple juice. I've run out of things to go through up here. I'd have to go and get another box up, which I'll do another day. So I'm calling it here. It may only be 5:15 there, but it's 10:15 here. And that means it's sleepy time for me. So, yeah, outro time. But I won't do it just yet, because I know Carrot House likes this song. Right, well, thank you for joining me on this digging through of this mound of stuff. There's a few little gems in there, and that hoard of memory was quite a find. Right, if you enjoyed this stream, you might want to follow the channel to find out to be notified when I'm streaming next, or subscribe to the channel to help support the channel and keep it alive. My next streaming officially is next Thursday at 7 PM GMT. However, I'm on holiday this week. No choirs this week. So I might be streaming again tomorrow. More stuff to dig through. I think that might be happening. Another streaming day tomorrow full of adventure. So join me for that. I'll probably be about 7 o'clock tomorrow, I would think. And we'll see what other delights are in this hoard. So until then, thank you for joining me, and have a good, 20 hours it'll be, I suppose, roughly, until I see you again. And don't do anything that Carrot House wouldn't do.